All right, to the tail of the tape, and Verdugo, a veteran in the very truest sense, 35 years of age, 1-inch height advantage, 2 inches via the reach. We are in the lightweight division.
Don't pray for me, it says on his chest.
He doesn't need your prayers. It's Erick Sanchez in blue. If you joined us late, shame on you. You saw Gustavo Lopez lay down a serious marker as one of the best bantamweight fighters in the world as Verdugo sweeps the legs away from Sanchez. Verdugo in red. Sanchez with everything to fight for, knowing a win here puts him in prime position to be high in the pecking order. Whoever comes out on top next month between Rafa Garcia and Ghost Pepper.
Sanchez staying on him, staying tight, not wanting too much separation, stealing the center of the jaula early, but those kicks from Verdugo have been hard, and they've gotten through every time.
We're happy, at least we don't know any of the details, but Joey Ruquet walked on his own to the ambulance and went to the hospital, but he was alert after that massive knockout at the hands of Gustavo Lopez. Again, Verdugo comes in hot with the kick. Sanchez, as you pointed out, Juliana, taking the center of La Jaula, but not doing much with it. Got caught.
Bobbing and weaving, getting out of there, hitting his shots and getting out. Sanchez staying on him, left hook and a right hand. And those kicks are getting through. I mean, they're not career-ending right now, but they are slowing his fighter down, and he did get hit with that right hand over the top. Those kicks are money. They could be distracting, and they could definitely slow you down. Sanchez, though, pressing the pace and coming forward, throwing kicks of his own, and that was a slap heard around the world.
Certainly hearing it. Echoing through our headphones here. It is loud.
Stalking, there is nowhere to go for Verdugo. Just his back up against La Jaula. Erick just trying to pin him down, not giving him any space, nowhere to breathe. Sanchez going forward.
Sanchez looking to change the tempo here. He's been on the back foot figuratively.
And switching it up with those feints so you can get that left hook to sneak in there, but he barely missed.
Back against Sanchez. We talked about the Sacramento connection, the experience with alpha male, incredible training that he can get there.
Sanchez blocks the kick, looking to close the distance with his fighter with his strikes, looking to corral him in and cut him off so that he doesn't have any room to go anywhere. Big, massive overhand right, followed with a straight right.
Finally, Sanchez making some headway here with that big overhand right.
And Verdugo just looks super focused, but I would like to see him, you know, throw something a little bit on his own. Come on, we're fine.
Yeah, low
Come
blow
on.
there. Yeah, it was Verdugo saying it's okay. They had to wait a minute. Verdugo. All right, Sanchez now really closing in, almost putting Verdugo up against the fence.
He wants to be in that close quarters type of dirty boxing, but that leg kick.
It's hurt him. It's hurt that lead leg.
It's been slowing him down for sure. You can see a little welt. Do you see that welt poking out of his left lead leg there? Right above the kneecap, there's a little bit of a welt. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Got the leg.
I didn't mean to say the Lord's name in vain. Oh. Wow, did you see that? Took the legs right out from underneath him, but he fell into a double leg, but Verdugo was able to get back to his feet. He's switching his stances because it hurts on that lead leg.
Yeah, there he goes. He's going left-handed there. This is not going the way Sanchez envisioned, and now that right lead leg takes some punishment.
Sanchez switching the stances. Can't put too much pressure on that lead leg anymore. He's got to do something different. Verdugo doing a nice job of using those kicks to slow down Sanchez, and he's looking for a knockout fight.
Oh boy.
He says he's good.
Verdugo like a lumberjack, just chopping away at the lead legs. Whichever one it might be, it has switched here for Sanchez. To the ribs from Sanchez. He can't leverage on that leg at this point.
Oh, nice body kick from Verdugo.
All right, getting towards the end of this first round, and Sanchez will have to really revise his game plan after what's happened here. Verdugo working that leg, and it's paid off in big, big ways. Ube Alvarado, who's also in the mix for possibly one of these title fights in one of these divisions. This is the
big leg kick, sweeps the carpet right out from underneath Erick Sanchez.
What's that feel? That's what feel like when your lead leg can't go.
It hurts.
It hurts, but you really have to completely change your game plan.
And also, he's making a little bit of an error by trying to catch the kick. Just throw your right hand right down this clown's mouth. I mean, if they're going to kick you, let them kick you. I'd rather take the kick than a right hand.
All right, as we go into the second round, we'll see if that time between rounds was able to aid Sanchez in any way, shape, or form. He continues to go in a left-handed stance.
Comes out quick and squirrely as the southpaw stance.
By necessity, really, at this point.
He can make it work, though, and that's what's really interesting about the fighters that can switch stances. I love that. Oh, nice. Slapped him, too, on the way out. Give him the old Stockton slap.
It was a dominant first round for Verdugo.
Gotta keep moving your feet, Sanchez.
Verdugo
he's gonna get the other one now.
You can't see this going much longer. Sanchez with no use of his legs, left or right.
He says, no problem. I took the first one out. I can take the other one, too.
I don't know.
And now you're worried. Is he going to punch me in the face? Is he going to kick me in the head? Or is he going to kick my legs out? Now you're second guessing. Whew.
Verdugo, who had a good soccer career going as a teenager, had to quit it. But I tell you what, that soccer skill's paying off because he is thumping it like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, those soccer kicks are definitely detrimental. Inside leg kick for Verdugo, outside leg kick for Verdugo. That's kind of like in your blood, though, right?
Yeah.
Growing up in the...
Oh, Sanchez right fighting back with his fist.
Yes.
Looks
nice takedown defense. Beautiful takedown defense by Verdugo. But those shots clipped him. Nicely done by Erick Sanchez. He needs a little bit more of those. I'd like to see a little bit more because those are really what's making Verdugo backpedal. It's the power in the hands of Sanchez. You've got to respect it.
Something to hang your hat on if you're Sanchez, who's been second best throughout the first round, grossly second best in the first round, a little better in round two.
Looks like Erick Sanchez is starting to recognize when those leg kicks are coming in, but he eats a big old left hand over the top.
Sure did there, and Verdugo in control here.
A little straight right for Verdugo too, and back to the legs.
You can see that how he lifted that right leg, very fragile.
Oh, sorry.
No one gets more excited for fighting
That was a woofer.
than the Venezuelan Vixen.
Oh.
That's better from Sanchez. Went upstairs.
You're buckling him, Sanchez. You can do it.
He has to fight through the pain threshold that he's feeling in his legs.
Yeah.
Verdugo's aware of that.
And that's what it means to fight through adversity. And he's doing it.
Looking for that lead leg again. It's worked for Verdugo. Sanchez can't close the distance. Can only use his arms in any attacking prowess. Probably wouldn't dare fire off a kick at this point.
See, what's weird is that Sanchez is a really great wrestler, too. He prefers to stand up, but he knows how to wrestle. Wait on that leg kick to blast the double through and take him down.
How does he get the wrestling game into this, which he desperately needs to get Verdugo off his feet?
So you got to mix it up. You got to let your hands set up your takedowns or your kicks set up your takedowns. But since this guy's been kicking your legs off all fight, wait for him to kick him, wait for him to throw that kick, and then that's your opportunity to close the distance with that blast double. Put him right through a brick wall.
All right.
You can't let this guy continue to kick you like that. And your wrestling is great. Take him down.
Surprised at all that Verdugo hasn't continued the onslaught with the kicks?
I think he's starting to respect the power of Erick Sanchez, and he's not being able to get as many leg kicks off this round just because Erick Sanchez is getting wise to the game, homie.
There he is. He was able to get that lead leg there after a massive attempt at an uppercut.
Oh.
Now he's working the legs. Sanchez, like a statue there for a moment, taking some punishment.
I mean, great read by Sanchez to get out of the way of those uppercuts because they're ready to shovel his head right off his shoulders. Those are some nasty uppercuts.
All right, Sanchez just trying to get those legs to work again, and there he actually gets a kick off.
Nice body kick. It's not going to be a fight ender.
The fact he could throw a kick is a step in the right direction.
Yes, sir.
Literally.
Let's go, Sanchez. Don't wait.
30 seconds to go, round two of 3. The fight that will lead us to our first ever featherweight championship.
There you go. You got to mix it up. Feints. He's biting.
Sanchez changes his angles.
Once they bite on your fake, you got to follow it up with something. You can't just fake and then not close the distance or not throw punches. They're biting on the fake. Follow it up.
He certainly did. Big knee to end round 2.
He doesn't care.
Didn't make much contact, but Sanchez got to feel a little better about things here.
I mean, yeah, you're still alive. You got to come out, make the adjustments, and finish this guy in round 3 if you want to win the fight.
All right, final round. There is Jose Luis Verdugo, Dos Lobos, facing Erick Sanchez. Look back the second one. There is
Look
that
at those leg kicks.
kick.
Those are super hard to deal with.
Showing that.
But I say
soccer
bite down
background.
on that mouthpiece, wait for that kick, and just throw one hard one.
Absorb the pain. The kick from Verdugo gets through in the midsection.
Yeah, that was a perfect time to bum rush the for your takedown. He threw it right to the body, pick it up, and charge.
Missing some opportunities there, Sanchez. One could be enough. He's a tough dude.
He is, but he seems content to just want to slug it out, you know? He's not really pressing for a takedown, and that's something that surprises me a bit.
Verdugo, in all likelihood, with a healthy advantage on the scorecards.
Healthy advantage, and he looks to be the much bigger, stronger party. Rip.
The first round was one-way traffic. You could even argue it would be a 10-8 round. I'm not sure the officials will see it that way, but it's a possibility. Sanchez ducks a couple punches. Cannot be a stationary target. He has had to go to left hand here as the left lead leg took a beating. A corner from Verdugo. They want combinations, but the punching has stopped. The kicks have stopped. Stagnant third round. Short kick for Verdugo.
Wasn't able to get it off as cleanly as he wanted to. Sanchez with a straight left, trying to just narrow it down, trying to close this guy, stop him, cut him off, trying to get his punches off, but
nothing from power from Sanchez, kicks or punches in this fight. Big lead left.
Nice. Trying to pick up that lead leg. Low single leg, it didn't work, but almost. That's the way to do it.
He's had to switch to left hand. It doesn't really look like he has much power in that left hand. He's almost using it as a jab.
Well,
there's a big looping right.
What's interesting about people that switch from orthodox to southpaw is that they're usually more dominant to one side. You can't be perfect on both. So my opinion is, you know, stick to which one you're dominant at. You're not going to be able to master both sides. Some people can do it really well. Some people are using it for reserves, like Erick is. But definitely that can be the drawback when you're switching stances, is that you're not as dominant on that side, so you might as well just stick to the side that you're best at.
Does that tell you that left leg is in that much pain? Because
it might be, and it might just be what he's more comfortable with, but you notice every time he took a kick to that lead leg, he was falling down on his butt, but you don't know. Fighters come in with so many injuries. He could have, you know, a torn meniscus and he's still fighting and walking in there to go fight. So you don't know. He could have reoccurring injuries, and then that just might be the money spot, and he has no choice but to stand southpaw.
yeah, he's still able to put some pressure on that left leg, but he is putting most of the weight on the right.
And you got to commend him for being able to switch stances like that. Not everyone knows how to do that.
That's
nice.
a problem. Low blow.
Oh.
Not high enough. The good news is he was able to fire off a kick. The bad news, he fired it off in the one place you can't.
I'd like to see a replay for 1,000. Let's take a look. Trying to go to the body.
it's almost belt.
That grazes, but you know, I mean, it definitely grazed. You got 5 minutes to take. Fighters get 5 minutes for the low blow shots. He's good. Listos.
All right, back to action, third round. Erick Sanchez with everything to fight for. Unlucky with that low blow that may not have been that low.
You got 60 seconds to put it on this guy.
You have to go for the knockout here.
Yes, go for broke.
At least get a takedown,
Come
maybe
on.
a submission.
Yes, Erick.
Yeah, he felt good about that. You can see a little pump, little pep in the step.
Verdugo, though, is going to be tough to put away. He is looking to get his first win under the Combate Americas banner. And you know what? He's very convincing, in my opinion, so far.
Sanchez, last ditch cafe.
I mean, I love how Erick Sanchez is always pushing the pace coming forward. It's Verdugo who's always backing up. He hasn't been able to stop the fight with those soccer kicks, and he hasn't thrown anything to the head that was, you know, super detrimental, but Erick has.
Right, Verdugo stamps on that leg. A little response there from Silva.
Returns fire with the leg kicks. He can do it too.
But he is running out of time. The combination made some headway, not enough.
Let's go. That's it.
All right, at the end, and it's going to be an impressive win for Verdugo, who did a ton of damage in the first round and was able to persevere and do enough to frustrate Erick Sanchez. We told our clock may be a little awry, so now we have 10 seconds to go.
Hey, going for broke, Erick Sanchez.
There's still time for Sanchez. He has to go for it.
And that's kind of the fight that he would have liked to have had, is just standing in the pocket and slugging it out. Great fight by both gentlemen. I would hate to be a referee, a judge, excuse me.
A judge? Hey, whatever.
It's getting late. I would love to be a referee.
You have to
Actually,
imagine what's all coming out.
Yep. Boom.
Sanchez will have to feel he left a little bit on the plate there and be frustrated if, in fact, this does not go his way, which it does not appear it will.
Take a look. Those are big, huge looping punches, swinging for the fences. He just needed one of them to land clean. Both of them.
As we recap this, we'll look back at the first round from Verdugo representing Sonora, Mexico. Round one, he was abusive, taking out that lead leg time and time again of Erick Sanchez.
Nice leg kicks. Those were the move of the fight. Verdugo's soccer leg kicks played a big part in this fight. He took the lead leg out from Sanchez, and he had no choice but to switch to southpaw position. Those leg kicks slowed him down, but there was heavy punches from Erick Sanchez return that had Verdugo stunned several times. A little bit of a low blow there, but Erick Sanchez always coming forward, pushing the pace, throwing heavy shots. And Verdugo with those leg kicks, those are bad. It's gonna be not only leave a welt, but it's gonna be a little hard to walk tomorrow morning.
Now Sanchez can laugh about it, but he'll have to go back to the drawing board. We'll go to the official scorecard. Let's go back inside La Jaula to Lupe Contreras.
Damas y caballeros, después de completar las 3 vueltas, los jueces están completamente de acuerdo, entregando tarjetas idénticas de 30 a 27. After going all 3 rounds, the judges are in complete agreement, turning in identical scorecards of 30 to 27. In favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision, a favor del ganador por decisión unánime, Puro Tijuana, José Luis Verdugo.
Lupe saying Puro Tijuana because, of course, Jose Luis Verdugo training at Entram Gym under the watch of Raul Arvizu. And a win as sweet as candy, just uplifting for Verdugo, frustrated with his 2 prior losses in Combate Americas. Gets a win against a real good fighter in Erick Sanchez.